Your timekeeper with me, but I don't know quite where he's gone, so I think we'll need to do it off our watch. You go from the, let you go. On the ramp with me at the moment is Douglas Anderson, who has been the coordinator for us for the Monte Carlo Historique. I'll try and organise things for a good photo shoot here. And Douglas, you're running as car number 0?
Yes, that's right. It's a Triumph Coupe, 1961, which has been rebuilt about 3 times.
So we started at Paisley last night and you drove down following the driver?
Yes, we started at 6 o'clock last night and the weather was atrocious. We drove through a really bad winter storm. It was a blizzard. We could hardly see going over the A66, but we're here, thankfully.
Did you expect Banbury to be like this?
No, it's a great time out. It's great to see so many people and photographers, and hopefully we'll be back again.
Yes, hopefully, yeah, right. What a chance.
Now, when I go off, I want you to give a big cheer, okay? Bigger than Paisley.
Now, Douglas, we'll ask you to blast the horn as you go off the ramp, but not like you did a few years back. The first time I was involved with the rally, as Douglas came on the ramp, I said, right, as you go off the ramp, hit the horn. He thumped the horn button, it stuck. He had to drive a kilometre through the park in Glasgow with the horn blaring, and the crowd thought this was great. What was worse was all of the other 120 cars that went over the ramp that day thought they would do the same. I was deaf by the time we finished. Right, I'm going to get you off in 15 seconds, Douglas. I'll just get my clipboard back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Good luck, Douglas! Next up, car number 55, David Glenn and Gordon Glenn from Alexandria, just outside of Glasgow. Come on, Gordon! Don't spin the rules! Gentlemen, we're wearing car number 55. It's Tony Mason. We're a bunch of kids. Tony's been a hero for many of us. So what a chance to talk to him. Gordon, you're off in 20 seconds. Briefly, what does it feel like? This is your 6th Monte.
Absolutely brilliant. We're ready to go. Thanks very much for all the crews that are turning out today. It's absolutely fantastic, this cold weather. And as somebody said, we might be back.
I hope we are. You're off in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Right, car number 83. It's another Glenn. It's David Glenn, his cousin, with Andy Sturgis. No, you didn't get him, not this time. How goes it, guys?
Going well, yes. Had a good run this morning, and hello to everyone in Banbury.
They're all quite shy, they're not as noisy as Paisley. Say it again.
There you are, you can shout louder than Paisley, come on. Hello, Banbury!
Quickly tell us about the car, David.
It's a 1978 Mark II Ford Escort RS 2000 that newly repaired, having crashed it last year. Oops.
You didn't mean to crash this, did you?
No, I didn't.
Or the year before when you smashed the Dolomite Sprint.
Let's not go there, shall we?
Right, you're off in 10 seconds, guys. Good luck, guys. Can we follow you on Facebook?
Yes, you can. The Beatson Boys on Twitter.
Okay, you're off in 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. The reason that he's saying Beatson Boys is a charity up in Glasgow, a cancer charity. Right, John Roberts and Oliver Tomlins, and this has got a sliding window, so we're going to open the door. Gentlemen, welcome to Banbury. A lovely Fiat 124 Sport, and you're not novices, you've done this a few times before, haven't you?
Yes, this is the 5th time in this car, and the 7th time overall that we've participated.
How are you expecting to get on this time?
Well, better than previous years.
Go on, spill the beans.
Well, we've had a few moments on other events, you know. The second event we had a 1248, a 128, and put it on its roof, so we must do better than that.
Hopefully we'll do this year. You're off in 10 seconds, guys. Good luck. Okay, you're off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. now? Oh, thanks, mate. Now, we had big problems with this car, didn't we?
Yes, the engine's been out, we've got a new clutch in it.
But this is in the past 2 days.
Yeah, 10 o'clock on the night before last, we had another problem. Got that sorted out. Started off last night, 3 cylinders all the way to Banbury, but the chap I bought the car from luckily was here, knows more about it than me, and we're running in 4.
So you got it fixed under guarantee?
Yeah, but we have to change a spark plug every 100 miles, but we'll get there.
Okay guys, you're off in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0! Come on up, guys. This is one of our international entries, and it's left-hand drive, isn't it? Gérard Colette Robot, how are you?
Very well. The car goes well, so all is good.
Do you know this man that's standing next to me? You've co-driven a few of these, haven't you, Tony?
Yeah, yes, long time ago. I cannot remember how long ago, but very good car, brilliant. I remember seeing Carlson winning the RAC Rally when he did it with these cars, and talking to Eric, who became a very great friend of mine.
So no pressure, but he's pointing out that one of these has won the rally before, so you better see what you can do. You're off in 10 seconds. Good luck, all shots.
I don't know, dear.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you. Don't wave, just get up here. Oh, he's microphone shy. Michael Ritson and his son, Ritson Thomas and Michael Thomas. Exchanging pleasantries with Tony. Tell me about the car.
Oh, not again. I don't know anything about the car. It's red.
This guy is serious. You're off in 20 seconds. Your son, as we said earlier, had done the rally before last year with Mark Butler.
Yeah, we don't need his support last year, though. All right, but it's for the death this time.
Okay, so you reckon you get the whole way through? Alright, you're off in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0! And another international crew, Ian MacDonald from Scotland, Patrick Turrell from Sweden, but stays in Portugal. How are you guys?
We're doing fine. Yeah.
Are you nervous?
Of course we are. I'm more nervous. I'm more nervous being on the same stand as this man here.
He hasn't told us how much he's charging for the personal appearance yet.
No, we're looking forward to it. I think a great challenge.
Briefly, we worked on the car.
Car 1967, Saab's done many rallies in other people's hands. Quite a successful car over the years. British and continental rallies, so let's see.
You two have both had independently quite successful rally careers yourself.
Well, a long time ago.
That's the excuses. It wasn't me, it was a while ago. You're off in 5 seconds, guys. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Jumping across, because this car's left-hand drive. Sandy McEwen on my side of the car, Alan Stark on the other side. Both have had a fair bit of motorsport experience behind them. Sandy, how are you?
Well, thanks, very well. Yep.
You're a former circuit racer.
Yes, involved in single-seater racing, sports cars, saloons, and various other prototype racing.
Right, various other prototypes.
Yeah, from radicals through to KTM.
That's interesting.
And
Alan's had a fair bit of experience himself as well.
Alan Jess primarily from a rallying background, so that's very good for me since I have very little experience. So hopefully we'll make a good combination.
Well, you're off in 10 seconds to see what you can do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Good luck, guys! That's a lovely and very unusual Porsche 914 that they're driving. Weighs 700 kilograms and has the full power of a 911. And these guys, I've been embarrassing from the start, are traffic cops, retired traffic cops to be exact, but they're nice guys. They're all right. Craig, you've done the rally before?
That's correct. I completed the event in 2016, although my navigator here has completed the event the last 3 years. So it's his job to keep me in the straight and narrow all the way to Monte Carlo.
Good luck to him, but you are probably one of the best prepared crews, aren't you?
In some respects, yes. There's an awful lot of crews, put a lot of preparation, physical preparation into the car. This car is a fairly standard car, but in terms of organisation, I like to put a lot of effort in and get it as well organised as I can.
Well, you better get the act together because you're off in 3 seconds. 2, 1, 0. Good luck, guys! Right, and we've got the lovely old Merc of Stephen Latta and Gary Green, but you're running out of sequence, aren't you guys? Sorry, mate. Right, all the way from Tasmania, this guy.
It is indeed, yeah. Well, we're from Belfast.
Yeah, you were a bit late on Tuesday night getting across, weren't you? Problems with the car?
No, got lost. We got lost.
Sorry, you got lost on the way from Belfast?
Oh yes, we had a lot of work to do in the car just coming before we came over. No, all good though, pretty good.
So where was it you got lost though?
No, last night we got a little bit lost going over to...
They get route books out 3 inches thick. It tells you go past the second lamp post, go sharp left.
Yeah, we can't read.
Right guys, sorry, you run out of time, you're off. 3, 2, 1 and 0. Right, Chris Mockridge and John Varney, crew are from Devon, and the car's from Malta. How are you?
We're fine, thank you very much. Rather tired, hungry, all the rest of it, but we're fine.
This is just the start, guys. You can't be tired already.
Oh, yes, we are.
Did you go for a party last night?
Not really, but we didn't get to the hotel till 1:45 last night, and there was 1 or 2.
Till what time?
About 1:45. We're running this thing in still. As you do on these events, don't you? Like, you know, we've got about a couple 100 miles before we get to Dover, then we might have to paddle a bit, but we'll be all right.
Typical rally drivers leave it to the last minute. You're off in 15 seconds, so you're the actual owner of the car starting from Monaco for his run, so isn't he?
That's right, he is indeed. We've been speaking to him a few months ago and he's quite happy.
Well, you're off in 5 seconds, so good luck. I hope you get it there in one piece. Right, 2 seconds and 0. Thank you. Now we should have John Button in the Jaguar. John's gone for a walk. Get this paperwork done. Right, we'll get Jim and Norma up first. Right, MGB GT, 1971 MGB. Now this is your first main event, first big event, isn't it, Jim?
It is indeed, yes, our first big event like this, yeah.
Have you been acting as the weatherman for the organisers or
Only very briefly earlier on, yes.
I got an email through that was about 2 pages long, detailed forecast from here all the way down to Valence.
You can retire from being a weatherman, but you never leave it totally.
Well, you're off in 10 seconds. Good luck, drive careful. Norma, keep him right on the maps. Thank you very much. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. John Button and Charlie Baines Button. Now this car did the Monte Carlo Rally. This actual car did it in 1960. John has done it before, but mainly circuit racing is his forte. And Charlie is his daughter. First event co-driving for him, although she's co-drives on stage rallies normally. Sorry?
Third event.
Third event. So you're still talking?
We're still talking, yeah. Very good. So far.
Cracking car, John.
Thank you very much. No, it's had it a long time. Just like to use the car. This is what it's designed for, and it's better doing this than sitting in the garage, in my view.
These in the day actually won the rally, didn't they?
Tulip Rally in 1916. Not the Monte Carlo, the Tulip Rally.
Your normal forte is circuit racing, isn't it?
That's what I do. This is out of season now, so it's fills in a bit.
Yeah, it gives you something to do over the winter. Look, you have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Drive careful. They're all dead shy. You'd think they hadn't had me shove a microphone in front of them in the past 24 hours. Scott Fanning, a Hugh Little from Sunny Clyde Bank and a Hillman Imp. Worked replica, is it not?
As close as I get to, yes.
This was your normal road car till recently.
Yes, till I was going 6,000 kilometres and I had to change a few things. So.
It's not the only toy car that you've got, is it? You've got a clan, haven't you?
I've got 2 clans.
Why not? Have one clan to say don't have 2?
I've got 2 inches as well.
2 spare one. Right, well, you're off in 15 seconds, we've got plenty of time to go. Well, I hope you get there, drive careful, and I hope you don't get your hands dirty working on this one. He's cut his finger already. This guy's a Volkswagen master technician, and he cuts his finger working on an amp. You have 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 and off. Thank you guys, good luck. Guys, can we bring the cars up so they're up quicker, please? Right, Ian Thompson and Ben Thompson in this lovely 1935 Aston Martin Ulster. It's getting hot. He's always moaning about his car getting hot. Ian, briefly tell us about it before it boils over.
1934 Aston Martin, bought by my father in 52. Raced it for 25, 30, 40 years. Disappeared in 95. Found in the Danish National Museum and brought back home. Keep the bloody Vikings from having it.
You haven't got a roof. We didn't hear the swear word there. You haven't got a roof on it.
No, it's much better to see. Yeah. I'm warm enough, he's warm enough. I can see with the traffic.
Alright.
Yeah, it's traffic, I can't see otherwise.
Well, you're off in 5 seconds, Ian. Good luck and look after that car. You're off now, thank you. Ta-da. Right, and another international entry, all the way from San Diego. Andre Schmidt, Matthias Schmidt. You got this as a birthday present, didn't you, Andre?
Yes, this is my birthday present, and I'm doing okay right now. So I don't know what's going to be in France, but it was rain and snow and fog, but we go through everything. So
you guys are going over the Alps at night to get used to snow and mist and fog.
Yeah, we're ready for everything. But in my place it's mostly sun, so yeah.
You might have the camera facing out the way so you get pictures in the front. You're off in 3 seconds, gents. Good luck. Drive careful. And you're off. Thank you. Now this is Cuthbert. My friend Cuthbert can't number 4. Andre, that way. That doesn't bode well, does it? Right, this is my friend Cuthbert from South Africa. That's the car. The driver's called Duncan Best. Brought this car over many, many years ago, did you know it?
Yeah, that's it. Came over in 1978. It had been in the bush for 38 years. We restored it and we did the Monte Carlo last year. Calais to Monte Carlo, 32 hours non-stop. Got in there, 28 minutes to spare.
That's called cutting it neat. Now, there was a backstory to this, wasn't it? You met the car's original owner, didn't you?
Yeah, on the way back, the French ferry people stopped us, wouldn't let us get on the ferry, so we delayed 2 hours. Instead of going to Dover, we went to Folkestone, pulled up outside the hotel, and a big South African shouting, "That's my car, that's my car." And we had the handbook, and he produced the same handwriting as he had in the handbook.
So this was a guy from South Africa?
Yeah.
And you'd never been in that town before, had you?
No.
What a coincidence. Duncan, sorry, you need to go. It's your time. Good luck, Gordon. That's actually a perfectly true story. Come on up. He walked into a pub in Folkestone, and this guy who was standing smoking cannabis at the front door said to him, "That used to be my car." And he said, "No, I came from South Africa." And it was the guy's car. Right, Tony, you may have seen this car before. Andy Smith and Dave Cook in it. It's got Roger Clark's name on the side and Stirling Moss's name. This is an ex-Works MGP.
We did, I remember.
Sorry, this guy has just said he remembers Tony Mason.
Yeah, well I remember you in this car, Tony, because I've got plenty of film of it. And I remember you talking about having a problem with Roger with the exhaust. which was quite interesting. But Roger sorted it out, I think, on that occasion. And you came 7th, despite Roger putting it up on the bank somewhere.
We actually went over a little cliff.
All right, it was an insurance job, was it, Tony? Guys, I'm sorry, you need to go. Thanks, good luck. Car number 408 now. Local man, John Lois, from just up the road. Except it's Dan driving. Now, these guys need to take the flag with them, I'm afraid. They promised to do the flag across and bring it back. So we'll pass it to them. Briefly about the car. Tell us briefly about the car, you have 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's just an MGTC 1949, box standard engine, box standard gearbox, and just winterised really for the rally.
Now, we're going to wave the flag at you, but we're then going to hand you the flag because you offered to take it over, make sure it gets there. Okay? Right, we'll manage to load the last couple, guys. Okay, come on up. We've Albert DeMay and Roland de Bergili in a Chevrolet Crest left-hand drive, and I'm on the wrong side again. How are you guys?
Well, perfect. Up to now, everything okay. Very comfortable, very nice, very quiet, fast, no problem.
I thought the Irish guys sounded quite laid back. You sound even more laid back.
Is that, I didn't understand exactly.
I thought the Irish guys seemed very relaxed and very laid back. You sound even more so.
Yes, but we are for the southern of Europe, you know, so that's the reason why. Si parla italiano, allora va bene, sì.
I struggle to speak English, guys. Right, you're off in 5 seconds. Good luck, drive careful, look after the car. 3, 2, 1, and 0. Thank you. And we have the Ford Prefect. Oh yes, this is the Kills to Carlo guys, Dave Tyndall and Alan Faulkner. And it's Stephen driving, isn't it?
Hiya, how are you doing?
We're running with a crew of 3 in this car. Now it's Kills to Carlo, tell us about that.
Yes, we're wearing kilts all the way to Monte Carlo and raising money for Prostate Scotland, so that's what we're doing it for.
So it's not exactly the most powerful car, this?
No.
You manage uphill?
We hope so.
No, we had lots on the start ramp last night. You're wearing kills. Please pull it down to your knees. It's not a great view I've got here. You're off in 10 seconds, guys. Okay, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and off. Number 410, James Mann and Tracy McCluckish. James, you're well, sir. Can I point out the obvious? You haven't got a roof and it's about to snow.
Nah, that'll be alright.
Be fine, will it? Yeah? Right.
We just keep moving fast.
The car looks as though it's got a bit of history about it.
It certainly has. It's done this event many times before. First in 1936.
1936?
That's correct, yeah, with my grandfather, who bought it new.
Excellent.
Yeah. So I did it 2 years ago as well, with my brother to celebrate the 80th year since my grandfather and his brother did the rally.
And why not? And why not, sir? Well, drive careful. I don't think you'll need the sunglasses. Somehow not, okay? You're off in 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Good luck! And number 412, Ben Stevens and Sorrel Gilbert. This is a Triumph Monte Carlo. Yeah, as Tony says, very appropriate, taking Monte Carlo to Monte Carlo. You're dressed up like a Russian princess here with a hat.
Thanks.
How are we doing?
Yeah, good, yeah.
Car going all right so far?
Yeah, haven't broken down yet, so...
Have you had the roof up yet?
What?
Have you had the roof up?
No roof yet.
Last night, no roof?
No, we went all the way to 2 a.m. with no roof.
4 inches of snow on A66, no roof?
Yes, I had a blanket, so it was...
You're mad, you're nuts, you're nuts. You're off in a very few seconds, so good luck taking a Monte Carlo back to Monte Carlo.
Yeah, thanks.
You're off in 8 seconds. Drive careful. I like the luminous driving gloves, they're not quite periods though, are they? 3, 2, 1, and 0. Now the last car that's going over the ramp, come on guys, technically not part of the event, but they are following the rally all the way through. Number 476, A Thompson and A Brisbane. How are you, Alan?
More of a modern classic we've got here, but we're going all the way to Monte.
Oh, the heck with it, you might as well, you get a chance to go over. Did you manage to blag a free lunch as well?
We did, yes, didn't miss that.
Cheapskates, briefly tell us about the car.
It's a 2000 plate. We picked the car up just about a year ago. It was just a week before the rally last year, and made it all the way to Monte last year as well, so look to do the same again.
So you'll be wasting your money in the casinos when you get down there, are you?
We had a little flutter last year, we did okay.
Right, on the positive side?
On the positive side.
Well, you're off in 10 seconds. You know, I feel sorry for the other guys when I see you travelling in this in utter luxury. You're off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Good luck guys, thank you. Now, I think our course car is going over the ramp. He's not even there, he's gone away. Thank you everybody for turning out today. I shall pass you back to our councillors till the final word.